It was the second week of term at Maplecroft School, and the skies had been rumbling all afternoon. 12-year-old Daniel Bennett sat in the common room with his back hunched over a book, pretending to read. Truth be told, he hadn't turned the page in 10 minutes. His ears were tuned entirely to the low growl of thunder in the distance. It was coming closer. He hated storms, always had. Most of the other boys didn't mind. In fact, some of them thought thunder and lightning were jolly exciting. Not Daniel. Storms made him feel like the whole world was cracking apart. Just after tea, the heavens finally opened. Rain slapped the windows like wild fingers, and lightning lit the corridors in sudden flashes. Thunder rolled across the rooftops like giants bowling in the sky. Daniel squeezed his eyes shut and tried to focus on his breathing, just like his mum had taught him. It's only noise. It's only weather. It will pass. But when a particularly loud crack of thunder shook the window panes, Daniel flinched so hard he nearly knocked over his mug of cocoa. That's when he heard it, a soft sobbing from down the corridor. He hesitated. He's not the only one scared, he thought, surprised. Quiet as a mouse, he crept toward the sound and found Jamie Potter, a first-form boy, curled up under a bench by the cloakroom, tears streaking his cheeks. "Oh, sorry," Jamie sniffed, scrambling to hide his face. I don't like thunder." Daniel knelt beside him. "I don't either," he said honestly. "But you're doing all right, you know. It's all right to be scared." Jamie looked up. "You're not scared." Daniel gave a sheepish grin. "I am. I just hide in books instead of under benches." Jamie let out a tiny laugh, and Daniel sat beside him, pulling out a folded piece of paper from his pocket. "Want to see something clever? My sister taught me how to make paper boats. If you fold the corners just right, they float, even through puddles." The storm still howled outside, but in the little cloakroom nook, the boys made boat after boat from scrap paper and old worksheets. They gave each one a name: the Thunder Dodger, Captain Calm, and the Brave Wind. For a moment, the storm didn't seem quite so loud. Later that evening, when the thunder had rolled on and the clouds began to clear, Jamie turned to Daniel and said, "I didn't feel as scared when you were there." Daniel blinked. Something inside him felt warm, steady, like a candle that kept burning even in the wind. "Funny," he said. "Me neither.